Beeline Highway inside Walmart, and their number is 602-433-7000.
Bam, there we go. That is right, it is Friday. Happy Friday to everyone out there. And it is time for the Hometown Movie Guys here on KRIM 96.3 FM. Hope you're having a great day today, guys. And hey, it's time to talk movies with Craig and Keith. Andy, not able to make it in this morning, or Tina, but hopefully they're having a good day. Hopefully Andy is healing up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking a sick day.
Taking a sick day.
Well deserved.
Well-deserved sick day, yes. Hey, so talking movies today and Sawmill Theatres, and it looks like a new movie coming into the theater starting today. Great movie for kids.
Yeah, we know we got, there's 3 new films today.
3 new films.
On one, we are now open 7 days a week. That one just started, so we'll be open 7 days through the year anyway.
Yeah.
Probably about mid-January, we'll go back to closing Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, so a nice variety of new films here.
Yes.
I like this. So, you know, I mentioned a really great film for kids, Trolls.
Yes.
Trolls, what is it, Band Together.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? This is the second Trolls movie?
Third.
Third,
Yeah.
wow. I guess I don't know if I missed the second one. I knew the first one.
First one was Trolls, second one was Trolls World Tour,
World Tour.
and then the third one is
Band together.
Yeah.
Glad you're here, Keith, because I just remember the Trolls movie being very entertaining.
Oh yeah, these are animated kind of musicals.
Yeah.
Yeah, great for kids. Great
Yeah.
For kids.
So the show times on that 12:45, 3:45, and 6:45. Again, rated PG,
Yep.
so appropriate for all ages of children and adults. I know enjoy these. I just remember it being like a very upbeat film.
Yes.
Very upbeat.
I know everybody's gonna enjoy this one because they brought NSYNC all together
Oh,
to do
really?
this. Yeah, they came out with a new song and everything.
Whoa, hey now. So those NSYNC fans out there, you know,
Yep.
from the 90s.
My
you know,
sister's one of them.
Oh yeah, so you know, if they're taking their children, they'll probably enjoy that as well. NSYNC. So, and the next new movie, not for kids.
Not for kids, no.
Not for kids. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. Me and Keith were just watching some trailers and stuff on this.
Yeah.
If you remember Grindhouse and Planet Terror,
No.
it's Eli Roth, Quentin Tarantino,
Gotcha. Okay.
kind of doing this sort of a spoof thing.
Uh-huh.
And in between the 2 movies, they did 3 or 4 trailers. You know, at that point, they were fake trailers.
Yeah.
One was Machete, which
Okay.
which they turned into a movie.
Gotcha.
Another one of the trailers on there was Thanksgiving.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now they've gone and they turned it into a movie.
Wow, huh? So this, just the description, man. It's after a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday.
Actually, the best reviewed of the 3 new movies.
Really?
Strangely enough, yeah, this one's
Oh, wow.
got pretty good reviews too.
Yes. Now this one rated R. Showtime's 1:30, 3:30, 7:30, so not appropriate for all ages.
No.
And I'd imagine could be pretty scary or creepy or gory
We'll see.
or bloody.
Yeah, the
See?
killer's got an axe, so
Yeah, so how bad can it be?
yeah.
Dressed up as a
What could go
boat.
wrong, right?
What could go wrong? Yeah. Well, let's see. So this one is getting really good reviews, huh?
Yes. Yeah, pretty decent. Not great, but especially for this type of horror film. Solid reason. It's sort of a change up, for the normal
Yeah,
holiday
normal horror
films.
ones.
And we've got Trolls. We also have Wish comes out next Wednesday. So that was just So next week we do have that one. Wish and
Trolls. Well, no, not
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Yeah, it's both coming out on Wednesday of next week.
Gotcha. And yeah, so Thanksgiving on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics rating it 86%. So that is good. I mean, for the
wow.
It's,
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
and this one's kind of at least the trailer anyway, looks like a little bit, some comedy definitely mixed into it too. You know, it's not just a hardcore horror film, but, you know, almost a little bit of a spoofy type thing.
I feel like that's a lot for a horror film critic rating.
Oh, it is.
Especially.
No, that's actually great.
Yeah.
And I know I was talking to Sony earlier in the week, and they're really, they have high hopes for this one. They think it's really going to blow up here over the weekend.
Wow.
I hope so. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
So there we go. So Thanksgiving, rated R, and then the last of the movies starting today, Marvels. Is it?
Nope.
No.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah. Marvels was last week.
Oh my goodness. So the Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Oh
Yes.
wow, I skipped right over that one. And looking on sawmilltheatres.com where you can see the movies that are playing and also the movies that will be coming in the future. So that's right, the Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
This is
Prequel.
Prequel. I think it's 50 years before the other ones were.
So,
the last set was.
if I remember, it's the story of President Snow. It's about him and them doing like the first one.
Wow.
And these, you know, the other Hunger Games were terribly popular.
Yeah, and let's see how this one, what they're saying, Rotten Tomatoes. So here we go. What do you, did you look this one up already?
I saw 56.
You saw 56 for audience or the critics?
For critics.
Critics?
Oh, audience score is going to be really high.
Yeah. What do you think audience score is, Keith?
I'd have
What's
to
your
say
guess?
probably 75.
75? What do
For
you
the
think?
audience.
92? That's why he's the boss.
Oh, I know.
91. 91 for the audience score. So yeah, audience score and the critics 61. Maybe it's come up a little bit, but 91 for the audience score.
Well, these have such a huge following that the books were terribly popular. So people are wanting to see this. They're there and they know what they're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the prequels are kind of they're cool. I enjoy prequels, and if they're done well, and
It's kind of a lot of people complain about doing sequels after sequels. So
Yeah.
they're kind of taking to this
prequel.
Well, let's do a prequel then, instead
Yeah.
of trying to go back and show how it started. And,
Yeah. Well, I think what it does is because movies, they just cannot capture everything the book does, or they can't go into the character development and the backstory and everything that a book brings out.
All the
So
lore and
yeah,
everything.
so the prequel kind of gives them the ability to go a
yeah,
little deeper.
Yeah, a little bit. There's always
Yeah.
going to be that complaint. If you're taking a book and turning it into a movie,
Yeah.
the people that love the books are going to be upset about something, that you're not getting that, that same detail. Like you said.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, the prequel to the Hunger Games movies. So 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow. I guess that's his name, Coriolanus.
I've never read the prequels. I've only read the other ones.
Young Snow, but they show him, like you were saying, Keith, as a teenager. And
I think it's based around like the first Hunger Games that they've done. So it goes way back.
Wow. Huh. That sounds very interesting. Should be really good. The rating on that, rated PG-13, and showtime's 12 o'clock, 3:30, and 7.
It's a long one.
It's a long. Oh, how long?
2 hours 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's up there with Killers.
Yeah, not quite as long as Killers, but
Yeah.
Yeah, 2:37. Yeah.
I said filmmakers right now, we're kind of going through this trend with Hollywood where they're making these longer films.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Personally, I think more than 2.5 hours in a theater is too long.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's some of those, like when they did Batman, I was in there for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, put the intermissions back in.
Huh.
Yeah.
Give people a 15-minute break, let them get up and
Stand,
stretch
move.
their legs. Exactly.
Well, it's interesting because you look at kind of our society, and everything is like shorter, quicker. It's about short videos, little clips,
Yes.
the reels on Facebook and everything, and just watching something.
About
And
2
you're
minutes.
just, scanning. You're scanning, watch short YouTube videos. So it's strange that with society trending that way, and younger people trending that way, and even adults and older
Yes.
people, you find, just scrolling through,
Yeah.
feeds to put out the longer movies.
Well, some of these are kind of epic, so,
Yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon, a book adaptation, and then,
Yeah, it has to be long, but like you said, do the intermission. Yeah.
yeah, that's why, it's going with the longer films, but being so resistant, they really do Hollywood seems resistant to putting an intermission back in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And we do have a Napoleon, comes out on Wednesday.
Napoleon. Wow.
Napoleon, yeah, that's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yep.
Ridley Scott directing it. That's another epic. About 2 hours and 45 minutes on that one also.
Wow.
It looks really good though. I'm excited.
Yeah, the reviews are coming through
Yeah.
kind of up and down on this.
Uh-huh.
Because they do, I guess they focus a lot on Napoleon's wife and,
Oh,
and
okay.
her kind of role in his life, and yeah.
Interesting. I like on the poster what it says. He came from nothing. He conquered everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty wild there.
He was one of those people,
Yeah.
what was it?
Well, there have been a few. Genghis Khan went
Yeah.
for it. Napoleon, Alexander the Great.
Great.
So it does say, what is it? They have a stunning backdrop of large-scale filmmaking orchestrated by a legendary director, Ridley Scott. The film captures Bonaparte's relentless journey to power through the prism of his addictive, volatile relationship with his one true love, Josephine.
Yeah.
Hmm. So a lot of battlefield scenes. It
Oh,
looks like
Ridley
big.
Scott, he did Gladiator. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be picking up on that. And
I think from the trailer, the one scene I loved was the cannons, and they had them all lined up, and he's sitting there waiting for the guys on the ice to come
nice,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow, yeah, and interesting the cast. Not a lot of names that I recognize, in the cast, other than Joaquin Phoenix, big name, but some of the other ones, Vanessa Kirby plays Josephine, and let's see what else she's been in. Mission Impossible.
okay, I know exactly now.
Yeah, blonde.
Because there was word that they're trying to get her to be in the Fantastic Four.
And she was also in The Sun last year, I guess a movie, The Sun, which got a very low rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but, and yeah, Mission Impossible, 2 of those, Mr. Jones, Fast and Furious, one of those, Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, she was the sister, I think. Right?
Hattie was her character in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Mission Impossible Fallout. So a few of the movies, So, yeah, that should do well though, I think. Epic.
Oh, definitely. Payson, usually these movies do pretty well up here. Killers of the Flower. Killers of the Flower Moon. You're probably looking Tuesday for the last day on that one. So if you haven't seen that yet, we got it through this weekend. That's pretty much it.
Gotcha. And that movie has been doing
Did
good.
great, yeah.
Oh,
Did great up here.
did awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. And I remember, I think you saying, Keith, people coming out of that just like said it was an amazing movie.
Oh, I had a couple people come out crying. They said it was so good.
Wow.
That's my favorite thing when I see people when they leave, I see the reaction. I talk to them about it, and it's always nice seeing like people giving positive criticism on it. I love that. It's like it means that we're actually doing good in films, and it's good to see that because there's some films out there that are meh.
Yeah,
But then there's some that are like really good like that. I haven't got to see it personally, but everybody I've talked to said they loved it.
Wow.
I haven't heard nobody say anything bad at all.
Yeah, these are movies that you kind of have to go in and pay attention to. There's some serious, sometimes kind of dark truths to it. And that's what Killers of the Flower Moon is.
Yep.
Unlike Thanksgiving.
Yeah, where no.
Not really a lot of thought involved
No
in that.
leftovers.
So, Killers of the Flower Moon.
No leftovers. It was funny actually that Planet Terror Grindhouse. In
what
the,
they say.
in the fake trailer, it
Yeah.
was in that too, and it's on the poster now. This time there'll be no leftovers.
This time there'll be no leftovers.
No.
Oh my gosh. Killers of the Flower Moon rated R as well, and just 2 showtimes on that
Yeah.
because it is a longer movie.
Yes, yeah.
So noon and 6 are the showtimes of Killers of the Flower Moon, and you said that will be there only until
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. So 2 new movies coming out next Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
Napoleon and then Wish.
And that's something to point out is you're open 7 days a week now.
7 days a week,
So
yes.
back to being open 7 days a week for the holidays, right?
Through the year.
Through the year,
Yeah,
through the
we'll
end
go
of the
through,
year.
probably right around the middle of January, we'll go back to close on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, but right now still open 7 days a week, which is great. Another movie in the theater, and I think it's that's the last movie to talk about, Journey to Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
And that's rated PG, and this is a live-action Christmas musical adventure for the entire family.
It's Mary and Joseph,
Uh-huh.
the birth of Christ.
Wow, and their journey to Bethlehem.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, there you go, rated PG, 12-15, 3-15, and 6-15. And how's this movie been
It's been
doing?
doing good. Yeah, it's been doing good. Yeah, it's kind of a faith-based film
Mm-hmm.
that generally do pretty well up here in Payson.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another one now. What'll be playing through Tuesday. We'll see on Wednesday. I might be able to save 1 showtime on that, but Tuesday might be the last day on that one. But if it is going to stay, it'll definitely have to go to maybe just 1 showtime a day.
Wow, and really, wow, this is good. So, Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter, the critics.
Mhm.
Keith, what do you think the critics
For which movie?
for Journey to Bethlehem? What say you? The
I'd say it's
critics?
65.
65? How about you?
I'm going to 34.
34. This one, this time you got him, Keith. Because, and it is surprising because usually critics with faith-based
Yes.
films, they don't score them high. 78 for
Wow.
this film, which
Wow.
is very surprising, and that is great to see. You know, not a ton of reviews on it, but still to get a 78.
That shocked me.
And then audience score. What do you think the audience score is on it?
Probably say 70.
95.
94.
Oh,
Wow. So right there, yeah, 94. So that's really
Yeah, well, you know,
impressive.
this one was, a lot of the faith-based films come out from smaller studios, and they have smaller budgets to them.
Uh-huh.
This was actually a Sony picture. Antonio Banderas,
I didn't know that.
he plays the king in it. So there are some bigger name actors in it, and then from a bigger studio, you've got probably a bigger budget in this one
Yeah.
also.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and looking, Antonio Banderas, don't really recognize Antonio Gill, Milo Manheim, Lecrae, who's a rapper. Milo Manheim,
oh,
you know Lecrae?
I've heard
Yeah.
of him.
And then I would imagine Andy would know Milo Manheim because he is in Zombies 2 and Zombies 3. So Andy, and he's in Thanksgiving. So
Oh, really?
he's
Oh, wow.
in 2 movies right now in the theater. Yeah, he's also in
Did
Thanksgiving.
not know that. Wow.
Yeah, let's see, he plays Ryan in Thanksgiving.
It's
So-
interesting how everything comes back to zombies.
Yeah. So he was in all 3. Zed, Zombies, Zombies 2, and Zombies 3. Yeah, he was. in
Andy, when
there.
you need him.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he would show him a picture of him, and he would probably say, "Oh yeah, I remember. I recognize him." So yeah, that's really encouraging to see that it's doing that well. Box office gross 2.4 million on that. I wonder what it had to cost more though to make that.
Well, I'm sure it's pretty low budget.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would doubt they spent more than 20 million on it.
Yeah. But that's that's a good good to see it's doing well here, and cost to make. I just want to see if, and we know that it's kind of hard to get, accurate costs on this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're still shaking out that money 2-3 years after the film comes out.
Yeah, but this one did that, and I hope that isn't, it's like 200 and,
No.
no. 6 million.
Okay.
So 6 million to make. 6 million. So, it's interesting. And then you have a movie like Marvel's, which
Yeah.
costs a little bit more to make.
210, 211.
Yeah, it doesn't
260, I feel.
doesn't say on here, but
They got that budget to do it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be up there.
Disney's still struggling.
Yeah, 220 is what it says. That's right, 220 million. Journey to Bethlehem, 6 million.
Yep.
Wow.
I hate to say it, on some of those low budgets do a lot better than those high budget ones on some factors.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty wild to me that that a cinema quality movie, and movies that are playing in movie theaters, the disparity between the cost, how much is spent to make them, 220 million versus 6 million. That's crazy.
Yes.
And it looks like had the Marvels did, it said it had the worst opening of the entire franchise.
Yes.
Ooh.
And there's a lot of debate on what's going on there, if it's just superhero fatigue, that people have seen too many superhero films.
Uh-huh.
The Avengers did
Did you
7, 8, 9 films.
Yeah.
The Avengers was so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just kind of a letdown for people now, but
Yeah. Did you see the Marvels movie?
I haven't yet.
I wonder if that's true or if that just is what somebody made, because that's kind of funny.
I
Where
can't tell.
It shows a picture and it shows a Marvel character with a cat on her shoulder and she's flying through space.
Well, that is.
there's a cat in it.
There's
There's a cat
there's
in it?
actually a group. I was told they're actually aliens. They're not actually cats.
Ah,
So they have these tentacles that come out of their mouth. That's very creepy.
it's very good.
Yeah, his name's Gus.
Guardians of the Galaxy or something?
Yeah.
They popped in there the first time?
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no,
Was it Guardians?
it was Guardians because Guardians came out before the first Captain Marvel.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, I think it.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it might be Guardians.
Yeah.
So this one's a little more, it's got some comedy in it too.
Mhm.
Trying to mix that in, but well, Disney's had a rough 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's wild, and it says it might be the first MCU movie that doesn't gross $100 million.
Because I think they were saying they were hoping it would do 500 million, and it did 47 the first weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of the difference on those, so when you throw $200 million at a movie, especially with these Avengers films, you've got the potential there, and a lot of them have gone over $1 billion. So you're making 800 million on it, and even like if you get a low budget film that really, like Sound of Freedom was,
Oh, it did really well.
Oh, yeah.
$2-3 million or something making it. It brought back 200 million.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I mean, 200 million is a lot, but it's
Yeah.
not 800 million. So
It's
really,
not
when
Avengers
you're
level.
putting that much money in a film, you're expecting, or at least the potential to have, huge results.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you look at Avengers, like you're saying, out of the top 10 grossing films, Avengers Endgame is number 2, right behind Avatar. And then Avengers The Infinity War is 6. And then The Avengers is 10. Yeah, so 3 in the top 10.
Yeah.
It's amazing though, Avatar, number 1 and 3. Wow.
Those movies.
Same thing, where you're looking, you just throw $300 million at a film, and if it hits, and you're
walk away with 2.3 billion.
Yeah.
2.3 billion and 2.9 billion
See,
for
and
Avatar.
if you do like Thanksgiving, I'm sure Thanksgiving is, you know, sub 30 million. You know, you're not gonna see Thanksgiving making, you know,
$1 billion.
$1.3 billion.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not gonna happen. And Thanksgiving is gonna be, it'll make its money. It might do 100 million here over
Over the weekend.
just over Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, you know, we talked about those horror films before.
Oh, the horror films, yeah, great return. I know Andy is always pointing that out whenever there's a horror film. So the cost to make Thanksgiving, it says 15 million.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
It'll, well, let's see, it opens today, it'll
Yeah,
it'll probably do 30, 40 million
Yeah,
over
it'll
the
double
weekend.
its
So
money.
it'll double, yeah.
and it should double its money the first weekend,
Yeah.
yeah. So, where a $220 million film and
Yeah.
47 million.
Well, it's like Craig said. I think a lot of people right now they're kind of superheroed out
Mm-hmm.
because you know Disney does the movies, but now they've been doing the shows.
Well, they got, yeah, Disney Plus, you know, they're streaming, and, you know, they'll get money, you know, on the back end with this Marvel stuff too, on the streaming, but Disney's done a lot of, you know, harm to themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Disney brand does not have the same, you know, shine that it did, you know, 10
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, what is surprising to me, you know, that there's a movie that is on this list. This list goes to, it's like the top 50. It goes past 50. 100, it goes past 100. Wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, Barbie, the Barbie movie, where do you think that ranks? It's on this list.
Yeah, it was.
And where,
one-
how
one point-
high do you think the Barbie movie got in the top grossing?
1.2 or 1.3 billion.
So where do you think that is? Where do you think that comes in, Keith? What would you guess? Let's just,
Trying to think on that one because we said up to 30 first, so it's got to be above the 30 mark.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, so
it's
gonna be top
within,
15.
I was gonna say
Top
15 actually. That's what I was thinking.
15?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
what's your guess?
12 or 13 right there.
12 or 13? 14.
14.
14. It's above Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that one was.
But still, yeah, 1.4 billion.
Yeah.
That was, maybe compared to the other ones, you know, not as,
Yeah, I'm still-
as good. And to have, so that weekend, that was a pretty crazy weekend or
Oppenheimer.
time.
Oppenheimer.
But the Super Mario Brothers movie,
Yeah,
that's on this list too.
Yeah.
Where do you think that one falls?
that was like right at $1 billion in there.
I'd say-
18 or 19?
18 or 19, what do you think?
I want to say like 16 or 17.
16. 16,
Yeah.
Super Mario
Wow.
Brothers movie.
Well, they did
Yeah.
a good job on that
Yeah, they did.
because a lot of people were kind of like iffy about Chris Pratt doing the voice of Mario, but everybody loved him.
And that, so that weekend, I know they put out, you know, some numbers and everything, but moviegoers that weekend or during that time, to put two movies in the top 20, 14 and 16, there were a lot of people going to the movies,
Yeah.
you know, during that time, and Oppenheimer.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You know,
Another
and
long
something
one.
I think with Barbie that, you know, remember The Flash came out last year too, and just tanked, and Warner Brothers, I think, kind of abandoned The Flash early on, and they took their marketing money and pushed it all into Barbie.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a really aggressive marketing campaign on that.
Well, then they started with DC with all that. They started rebranding it,
Well, yeah,
redoing
yeah,
it all.
They're doing themselves harm there, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, hey, though it is, yeah.
Oh, real quick?
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, but next Saturday,
Yeah.
we are going to do 2 special showings at Police State. It's
Okay.
at Denise DeSouza.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely political.
Uh-huh.
So if you are into that though, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. not tomorrow,
Next
but
Saturday.
the following Saturday, yeah, right after Thanksgiving. We'll do 2 shows of that on Saturday morning.
26, I think it is.
Yeah, it should be 26. I know there's be $5 to get in.
Gotcha. And then,
No, it's the 25th.
as you mentioned, Wednesday, November 22nd, Napoleon coming out. We talked a little bit about Napoleon, but then Wish. You
Wish.
mentioned Wish. Didn't really talk about, but a PG movie.
Animated Disney film. Looks good.
Yeah, that does. A young girl named Asha wishes upon a star. And, wow, so looks pretty interesting.
Looks a little more traditional, I guess.
Traditional Disney.
Traditional Disney, I guess, yeah.
Gotcha.
Going
Hey, maybe
back
that'll
there.
help them. That'll help them. And hey, good morning to Clifford Lane watching in Southern Illinois. Good morning, Clifford. Hope you have a great weekend, and I hope everyone listening and watching also has a great weekend as well. Get out there to the movie theater and enjoy a movie. Yeah, tomorrow might be a really good day to do that if it is a little rainy tomorrow.
Oh, good day for movies.
Oh,
Yes.
No.
Rain's good. We like rain.
You like rain and really hot weather, huh?
Yes.
Because
It does help,
yeah, the hot weather does good too.
We like it when people stay indoors.
No, hey, well, there we go. Well, thank you everyone for again listening and watching. Time to get back to the music here on KRIM. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your Friday, and a great weekend. And remember also fish fry at the American Legion today from noon until 8 o'clock.
With this morning's game,